Hey, what's up guys? This is Patrick from Play Clash of Clans, bringing you the 5th episode of our Let's Play Clash of Clans series, where in the last video, we made our way to Town Hall 7 and started building some of our new buildings. Let's take a look at where we are today. Now, while Town Hall 7 did take a little bit longer than all of the other Town Halls, fast forwarding to today, our base is looking absolutely immaculate. We have everything done that we need to get done with only the Town Hall left to upgrade, so let's get it done. Now, I feel like Town Hall 8 is one of the most consequential upgrades in all of Clash of Clans, and when I take a look at the new buildings, I don't even recognize 3 of the 4 of them. A Dark Spell Factory, we've got the Blacksmith, which you guys have been talking a ton about. I do know the Skeleton Traps and the Bomb Tower. Obviously, I know from Clash Royale, but I don't know its mechanics in Clash of Clans. So let's go and upgrade that right now, and as we begin the upgrade, there is one more thing to do. We need to switch our base to another Chief Pat Classic. Boom. There we go. Now, yes, I've heard the comments in the comment section that the Town Hall being on the outside doesn't really matter anymore, so we will make real base designs at Town Hall 9 and onwards. But for now, let's go ahead and boost those builders as we speak. Let's upgrade that Town Hall to Town Hall 8, and let's get moving on maybe my favorite Town Hall ever. So we do have 2 upgrades that we want to finish up right now before we build everything at Town Hall 8. It's the King upgrade at 69 gems. Nice. That'll be the Barbarian King up to level 9, and then for our air defense, we'll get that done as well. Taking a look at all of the new builds to get done, let's start with the Blacksmith that you guys have been telling me so much about, and I'm gonna need to speed this one up just to see exactly what it is. All right, the Blacksmith is waiting. You can use it to unlock and upgrade equipment to make your heroes stronger. Very nicely done. Earthquake boots. All right, we have a lot to learn. So it looks like you get an ability that'll destroy walls and buildings with your Barbarian King. That's awesome. I have no idea what this resource is. Okay, this is ore, which you guys have been telling me about, which also reminds me I can finally remove this meteorite. I don't know if that actually gave me anything right now. And by the way, since time is cooking, let's get some of these other upgrades done. Then let's head back to that hero hall. But for now, we're going to get another Dark Elixir drill. We're going to go ahead and build that Dark Spell Factory. We have a bunch of the beginner upgrades to do as well, so let's go and get those done. Yet another set of storages to make sure we can max out everything that we've got. Another Archer Tower. I don't even want to know how many Archer Towers you get at something like Town Hall 17. And of course, plenty of new traps to get done right now. There is a whole lot at this Town Hall 11. All right. That's going to be it for those air bombs. Let's go and do the Seeking Air Mine right now. And I do want to tell you guys that this is probably going to be the last episode that I film inside of Hammer Jam. I don't know how I'm going to go back to normal, going back to the regular upgrade times, and even the Builder Potion. I think that was the last Builder Potion I had unlocked. Giant Bomb's going to go ahead and get built. I think we have one more set of traps with our 2 skeleton traps. And okay, now it's just going to remain with 3 more new buildings to build. We'll get our mortar done right now. Yet another Wizard Tower to do. Hidden Tesla will be the second to last new building, and we'll build that bomb tower in just a bit. Let's go back to the Blacksmith. Okay, so Barbarian Puppet summons a pack of Rage Barbarians. Okay, this is what I know from the original King ability. So I'm guessing I get that, plus I'm gonna get another piece of equipment. Cast Rage on the Barbarian King. Okay, I feel like I'm figuring out what's going on now. I can equip 2 of these out of the 3 that I have right now. I want you guys to let me know in the comment section which one I should be doing for the King, as well as what should I be prioritizing with the ore that I have. I'm guessing that meteorite gave me 181 of this shiny ore, which I can use to upgrade one of these things. Drop a comment in the comment section below. I don't want to blow it and use the ore on something that I shouldn't. Let's go ahead and head back to those new builds, because one just wrapped up, and that means we can finally get the bomb tower, and I'm just gonna have to gem that to see what this is all about. All right, so looks like, of course, it's only gonna end up targeting ground. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, I'm guessing this is just like a wizard tower, except of course it's gonna explode at the very end and it doesn't target air units. Didn't take a genius to figure that one out. So bomb tower, welcome to the squad inside of Clash of Clans. Time to build a whole bunch of walls, and there we go with yet another very strange stack. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up as many of these as humanly possible, 50 at the same time, and let's go ahead and get those maxed out, as well as check out our newest wall level, which is finally going to give me something to farm for inside of the game. Okay, all of these are going to get done. Actually, 50 walls is way more than normal. We're going to get those done. Let's also pop the newest set of walls, which of course are level 8. Some of the cleanest walls I feel like inside of the game. I remember back in the day that having a base with these walls just felt absolutely powerful, to be honest. I don't know why. The all black aesthetic was amazing. 2 more builders being available means that we're just going to go ahead and crank out that laboratory upgrade. We have a gold storage to upgrade as well. And all right, let's just get into some attacks right now. I do have some new troops unlocked with the Hog Rider. We've already been rocking that dragon, so let's get into battle right now. I'm guessing since I just upgraded, my Barbarian King's gonna be level 20. I feel like that takes away from a little bit of the luster of spending all the time that I've spent off camera upgrading my Barbarian King all the way up to level 9. I'm just gonna go ahead and get hooked up anyways because of the new Town Hall level. Goblin's gonna go down all over this base, and again, since this is the last of the uploads, at least that I think from Hammer Jam inside of Clash of Clans, Yeah, the army composition still looking ridiculous. One of every single thing we have unlocked inside of the game. Well, except for the heal spell. The heal spell is not getting any love. All right, only a little bit left right here. Let's go and drop our barbarians. Let's take care of this dark elixir drill. I had a sick raid just a few hours ago where I ended up basically maxing out my dark elixir storage. Feels good that we're getting more dark elixir now inside of the game. And with only some elixir collectors at the very top, let's go ahead and drop those. I will also just drop a lightning spell onto that dark elixir drill. Make sure we're getting the rest of this. And of course, not having to pay for things. This is just beautiful. This is what I wish real life was all about. But anyways, over 1 million of each. This is by far and away our biggest raid ever. That's what I like to see. Back to base. Builder potion is still going ham. We've got another gold storage to upgrade. That's going to fly by in the blink of an eye. This upgrade button above the blacksmith, I am just so tempted to use the ore already, but I'm resisting as much as I can to make sure that you guys tell me exactly what to do. Another storage upgrade to get done with this elixir storage before popping the gold storage once again. That's going to give us a little bit more time to get back to battle. Surprisingly, we actually need gold and elixir right now, and with those wall upgrades, I feel like we're really going to need it at this town hall level, especially when Hammer Jam goes away. We are officially entering the slog of walls inside of the game, but that does mean that now inside of this Let's Play series, I can actually just raid and feel like I'm actually doing it for a reason. Before, the walls were so cheap that I wasn't actually able to, do anything because my gold and elixir collectors were always just so maxed out. Anyways, King's gonna go down. Let's just start spraying and praying. I will take out this dark elixir drill just to say that we did. Giants, everything, all of the above. Hog Riders, of course, I already got those bad boys up to level 2. I feel like, by the way, I haven't seen a lot of Hog Riders from the competitive Clash of Clans that I've been watching. No idea if they're still meta inside of the game, but I remember those mass minor, well, actually not even mass minor attacks, mass Hog Rider attacks being insane. The minor ones are pretty cool too. Yeah, I can't wait to see if we bring those back inside of Clash of Clans. Anyways, 2 more builders available. Let's check out those storages. Gold storage going to crank up to that next level, and I cannot go back to life without builder potions because this is just too good to be true. Since the builders are cranking and we do have some extra resources, let's start cranking the walls and see if we actually are going to have to... Wait. We just upgraded way more walls than I expected. Okay, maybe we aren't actually going to have as much time farming at Town Hall 8 as I imagined. Let's go ahead and crank some more of these upgrades, 37,500 each. And the base is already in a pretty good spot. I'm not going to lie. We're almost out of resources. We can get plenty of juicy attacks in now. Let's get back to business and get on top of all of these resources. Head back to base where I'm sure so many upgrades have already been done. Now, I feel like in the next episode, especially if Hammer Jam is over as far as not recording another episode, I do want to make my clan castle officially bring it out inside of the game. I do want to get into clan wars. I don't know like what the right timing is, but I'm excited to get into some more of these complicated attacks rather than just farming, which still, I mean, farming is literally one of the best things ever invented. I mean, maybe that's a stretch. The invention of the wheel, clean water, all of that is pretty good, but farming is pretty great as well. But yeah, I can't wait to get into some actual strategic attacks. Of course, we are closing in on Go Wipe with having our Dark Barracks unlocked, which means you guys are going to get that classic cheap pad strategy that you've come to know and love. Anyways, one more Dark Elixir drill to take care of. Let's get that King knocking that out. Level 20 King on a Town Hall 8 feels like when I play my children in basketball. I'm the Barbarian King that dunks on them over and over because they are literally less than 2 years old. All right, back to base. 2 builders available. Let's keep that gold storage cranking. Plenty of cheap upgrades that shouldn't take too long. We are moving farther and farther away from those 30-minute upgrades. I mean, looking at this Dark Elixir storage, 12 hours of upgrade time seems like an eternity from episode 1 of this series. As we pop another upgrade, let me just go ahead and show you guys my lab so you can check out all of my levels. Basically, everything is level 4 except for the Dragon and Healer. Obviously, those are both going to be level 2 from a spell perspective. Finishing up this heal upgrade, that was the last thing I had from Town Hall 7 to get done. I did get both our minion as well as our Hog Rider up to level 2. I mean, I feel like we are pretty rich when it comes to Dark Elixir right now. I sort of want to upgrade our King, but it's just going to take so long that I'm going to keep on working on some of these quicker upgrades. Let's get that mortar cooking. Let's get into battle. And I did see that there is like a 4-star bonus for getting enough stars right now inside of raids. This has to be the perfect base to test that out against. Let's go and do this. I'm going to take out the mortar just to say that we did. Wait, that was not 3 lightning spells. There we go. Okay, air defense is low. I don't even know if I need to mess with that right now. There's another mortar up top. I'm just going to come through the bottom of this base, and hopefully that's going to be enough to get this done. So many resources once again. Let's drop a bunch of wall breakers. Not even going to protect them. That's how you guys know that we mean business. Let's start with our King. Let's start spamming archers over and over. King, of course, going for that Barbarian head. Probably should have cleaned some stuff up on the outside. Probably should have factored in that air defense as well. And given that most of our wall breakers are down, and by most, I mean literally all of them, I'm just going to pop this King ability. I'm going to pop some balloons right on top of that air defense like a pro does. And it is time to spray and pray and honestly just make our way to this town hall. Okay, minions are here. I still want to get my goblins all around this side of the base. Rage spell. Wait. I didn't make it to the town hall. Okay, minions are flying. Goblins going on the collectors, just so it looks like we had success inside of this raid. Town hall will finally go down and give us the 2-star inside of the raid. Salvage somehow, some way. Wait, by 2-star? I definitely meant 2-star. Not worried at all by the Giants finishing off the last blow right there. What a beautiful 80% bonus of 800 of each. Okay, we're at 4 stars. We got another builder, so let's keep that going. Let's get back to battle and see if we can get that 5th star, because I'm curious how much of each resources we're going to get. Okay, this guy's base is just asking for it right now, so let's go and get ready to go to battle. I'm going to take out this mortar just to get that out of the way. The king in the center. I mean, I know that he's probably just baiting this, but why would I just not give him exactly what he wants? Wait, no, the archer queen. What am I doing? What am I doing, guys? All right. Time for plan B. Plan B is spray and pray. Barbarians going down. I have done nothing to the collectors all around this base. We got the town hall, though. That is how a skilled... Okay, guys. I'm going to have to watch some YouTube videos. I'm not going to watch any YouTube videos. I'm only watching the comment section. Let me know, guys. I'm out of goblins because I sprayed and prayed them every which way. We're already maxed out on Dark Elixir. Nothing to do there. You know what? I'm just going to take my dignity and get out of here. Let's check out what we get for 5 stars. 800,000 of each. That is pretty nice. Let's check out those walls again. We are pretty close to getting these exactly where we need to be. Bunch of upgrades means that only these remain. Are we already done with our walls once again? I shouldn't complain. I shouldn't complain right now. It feels great to be able to get our walls done within literally 10 minutes, because I know some people going for their level 15 walls are cursing me inside of this video. All right, well, some of those quick upgrades go down. Let's go and spray and pray some more on these single player maps. We are still piece by piece getting every map out of the way. I committed to you guys on video. We are taking out every single player map in Clash of Clans. Every single player map. Honestly, this king probably could take out some of these maps by himself. Let's count that as a 3-star. Guys, I can't help it that this channel, let alone this country, was built on destroying single-player maps, which doesn't make sense because this game was developed inside of Finland. Anyways, let's spray and pray some more on this map. That's another set of pure domination. Wizards taking care of business. Why do I even need to commentate this? This is a 3-star. Let's go back to base. All right, back at base, an unfamiliar site. We actually don't have enough elixir to get an upgrade done. Can't remember the last time that we weren't able to afford an upgrade at a new town hall level. Even off camera, honestly, all the upgrades have been so cheap and so easy to get done. Gold pass. I am tempted to get that gold pass. Maybe we should do it inside of this video. And by maybe, I mean definitely. Gold pass received. Do I have any idea what it does? No, except that I saw that it gives us some discounts a little bit of the time. I'm honestly too scared to even touch any of these things. I've seen Capital Gold, which I have no clue what it does inside of Clash of Clans. Season Bank, Builder Bank, wall rings. I'm just not even going to touch those. Give me a gold pass guide in the comment section below so I know that I spent my $6.99 on something useful. All right, upgrades are filled up again. Let's do one more single player map, take this out, and then get back to multiplayer and fill up our storages. Arrowhead, once again, just hearing those 2 words gives me plenty of nostalgia inside of the game. Those Teslas in the back, I swear they did not have those 13 years ago. Goblin spam means that this one will be GG. 3 stars, again, we're only going to see 3 stars for so long until we start some real battles inside of Clash of Clans. Let's get to some tax. Let's fill up our storages with bases like this that make it oh so easy. I'm not sure why people do so many of this base design, by the way. I've seen so many of it inside of Clash of Clans. I'm assuming just because people are like lazy and they don't actually want to, you know, figure out what to do for a base design. I get it. Listen, my bases are literally pulled from 2014. Don't get me wrong, but that's literally the only guess that I have. So I'm just going to assume that that's the case. Barb King still attacking me on this town hall, making sure that nothing comes easy inside of this base, which maybe is a bit of a juxtaposition. There's your vocabulary word for the day. All the resources are taken care of. Builder available once again, and we can afford anything that we want, which means we will go to another air bomb to continue speeding our way through these upgrades. All right, another giant bomb upgrade should get done sooner than later. 10x builder speed making all of the difference. And I just remembered that there's a massive new unlock at Town Hall 8 that I haven't even unlocked yet so far into this video already that we are going to have to get done. In fact, let's go back to base. I can't wait any longer for this one. Let's check out our hero haul. For 800,000 elixir, your boy is going to end up getting the upgrade done, because that, at the small price of 250 gems, that is a lot of gems. I'm running out of my gems, by the way. Is going to give us the big, beautiful Archer Queen. Welcome home, baby girl. All right, the Queen is now unlocked. And when we click that banner, that lets us swap who's on defense. Interesting. Okay, I'm guessing I can only take 1 hero with me at a time right now. Looks like that's for defense and offense, which really means that I spent 250 gems on nothing. That is $2.50 I will never see again, because I thought I was going to get both the Barbarian King and the Archer Queen when I went on offense. Supercell, I'll forgive you for now. But all right, builds are cooking again. Let's find that battle that I promised. And let's put this queen to work. Okay, this base here. Plenty of gold sitting on the outside, a little bit in these storages as well. One storage hiding up top. We've got the collectors looking juicy as well. Queen, let's do you a solid. I think I'm going to drop the queen. Let's go through the top and pretend like we're going to have any sort of shot of getting to this town hall. I will drop the queen's queenettes next to her. I don't know if queenettes is the proper word for archers, but let's pretend that it is. I guess I'll take care of this mortar. Wait, is anything still alive right now, or am I just tripping? Okay. Hog Rider's going in. Queen making her way to the town hall. Ability still available. You have never seen a queen lock like this in your life. And that probably is healthy for you. Mine's gonna get knocked out. There goes the town hall. Builder hut hiding at the bottom. Goblins still ring around a rosying. And at this point, we're in a good spot. Everything's looking good. Queen gonna pop her ability. Bomb tower. I'm assuming we cannot even touch those minions. One elixir storage here makes us want to drop some archers just to take care of that. We need every drop of elixir that we can get right now. Finally not having max storages, at least for a couple of minutes. Feels pretty good, which is a weird thing to say. Anyways, that's 1.5 million straight to the bank account. Let's check out what we've got. Some big upgrades to get done, which we'll start getting in a bit once we get closer to the end of this episode. Let's get that wizard tower cooking. The giant bomb is up next. Queen to level 2 actually only takes an hour. My king already takes like 10 hours to get his next upgrade. I'm sure you guys can relate with probably way higher level heroes. But all right, more resources to be found. By the way, when do builder huts start attacking, by the way? I know that that's a thing. I don't know anything else about it other than it's a thing. Not sure how that wall breaker survived, by the way. But yeah, I am very interested to see when builder huts attack, / how much damage they like. If Supercell made builders OP on offense, that would be a crime against humanity in my eyes. Or I guess on defense, they can't really attack. The quote unquote funnel has been established. Wait, I just realized I don't even have my queen. Okay, well, guys, believe it or not, I sort of based this entire attack around my queen being available and really just not being dead. I'll take out an air defense, I guess, for the 2 balloons that I have and pray that they do something. Otherwise, it is time for Archer Madness. Let's drop some of these wizards. I've got some wall breakers to maybe get onto these mines. I'm gonna drop some of these as well. I've got minions. This Archer Queen is eating me for breakfast. This is quickly turning into a raid where you can realize that I had absolutely no plan on what I was doing, but we still got just under 1 million resources. Dark Spell Factory did end up getting completed, of course, which means we can drop that poison spell inside of our army composition. One more Archer Tower upgrade, and we're starting to get to the 50,000 plus upgrades, which means they basically aren't instant inside of the game. Let's go ahead and terrorize this base, given that he has given us the green light with basically no defenses behind a set of walls. Plenty of upgrades on these defenses, I'm not gonna lie, so I can see myself still completely falling on my face. I will drop those lightnings at the drop of a hat. Minion onto that cannon. Is there anything else we can pick off to make this raid just a little bit easier? Let's go ahead and just drop this dragon. Let's drop some balloons. I think the rest of the air defense are at the bottom. Now we can start cleaning off towards the top-hand side of this base. Giants gonna start making their way through the top. The balloons, for the first time, maybe in the history of this account, have actually connected with some sort of building. Otherwise, I've literally just been spamming them and getting nothing out of them in the end. Cannon finally gonna go down. Poison on the king, just to say that we did. I feel like I've heard that the poison reduces the speed of heroes now, which maybe wasn't a thing the last time that I played the game. All right, wall breakers for the achievement. Let's get those going. And now I can just start trolling, I guess, with some of these barbarians down here. Maybe we'll have this as a 2-pronged approach. King actually going crazy, and of course dropping minions right on top of an air defense. 10,000 IQ play. Goblin's going to start getting on top of that last gold mine, and we will completely wipe this base of the resources. That's nicely done. All right, back at base, let's take a look at some of the most impactful upgrades that we can end up getting done. Of course, the barracks to the next level will be huge. The P.E.K.K.A. Golden goose inside of new troops that you can unlock in Clash of Clans. Unlocking the P.E.K.K.A. back in the day basically meant that you beat the game. So guys, in 18 hours, it's official. I will have beaten the game. Dark Barracks getting done will mean that we get our Valkyrie cooking up, or what I like to call in 2014, Valkyrie. I dropped out of college, guys. You got to give me a little bit of break. Archer Queen upgrade wrapping up means that we can get that Earthquake spell unlocked as well, and we are really looking at a good spot. Let's get into another battle, though, because I got another upgrade finishing soon. This is the type of base that I'm talking about right now. Look how many resources we've got. We've got a ton of Dark Elixir. I'm sad that I'm actually maxed out on it right now. So let's just, I guess we are going to drop some giants here and then just start pretending like we know what we're doing. I'll drop the queen just because I know that by herself, she's gonna be able to do so much damage. against all of those collectors. Goblins on this tie to make sure we take care of those storages, and this is looking juicy. Level 30 of each for this guy. As far as heroes go, I can't tell if that's like just someone being boosted or if they're actually unlocking these inside of the game anymore. Queen ability to get popped to make sure that we get the rest of those collectors. I have a wall breaker left, I guess. Let's drop some archers over here to make sure that we take care of that gold mine. These gold mines protected by the heroes, I am just going to zap those to death, and boom. That is a lot of resources. Poison on top of the heroes just to disrespect them. I'm guessing that heroes don't need a recharge on defense anymore, by the way, after you get attacked. But all right, let's wrap this up. 2.4 million resources, 4,000 dark elixir, easily our biggest raid ever, without even having to break through a single wall. And with that archer tower upgrade wrapping up, let's do our most expensive of the gold upgrades, which definitely isn't an elixir storage. That's going to end up being the bomb tower. That will fill up our builders. That will fill up this episode of upgrades for Town Hall 8. And that'll do it for episode 5 of our Let's Play Clash of Clans series. All right, guys, again, this is the last episode, I think, of Hammer Jam coming out on this channel. So again, by the time you watch this, it's already long and gone. Just wanted to shout out Supercell for making sure that Hammer Jam came out as soon as Chief Pat returned to Clash of Clans. I'm sure the grind is about to get real as we move further to Town Hall 11, and I'm sure other Town Halls beyond that point, but this has been a blast. I'm really enjoying the series. I hope you guys are as well. Drop your comments. Again, I need all the help I can get on the blacksmith, all of the other things inside of the game. I am going to be taking a look, studying, and getting all of the knowledge that I can as we move forward in the series. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out. Sorry about that.